one word you would use to describe each other, but non-English and non-Thai word.
Aya is muy generosa, meaning like she's very generous.
Ooh, okay.
I would say ta hak ta pang is an Isan phrase that means someone who lovable and endearing.
Oh,
Are you
was he right
trying to
about that
make me
part?
cry?
No! For me, it's just sitting in a cafe for like entire day.
Really?
Yeah.
She said no to everything. I invited her
No!
to Disney cruise. It was like 3 days, and she said no.
I don't want to like just staying in a boat.
It's not a boat, it's a cruise.
Sometimes that familiarity brings us some awkwardness sometimes, especially
yeah.
in shy and intimate scenes.
I was really nervous and I'm really excited for this project. Our relationship slowly developed throughout the shootings as well.
Okay.
Terrace Ion and Pafan fighting over Gui Tiao.
She loved working, and sometimes she's forgot to ใส่ใจพาฝัน
The pilot left us hanging when you said you want a child.
Maybe or maybe not.
Oh, okay.อิสยาแบมสไลสวัสดีครับ
Sawadee-ka.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, you guys are blooming. I'm loving the matching floral pattern outfit here.
It
Yeah.
means something, which we'll tell you later.
Okay. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Okay. So welcome back for you because you've been here on Comedy before, but not on the interview show. She played games with us, and she was very good.
Oh, thank you.
I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw it.
Yeah. Okay.
bit
You should
nervous.
have come because that was back then when you were playing Dukjai Tel Prom with Tate, and
Yeah.
by then you guys already knew each other
Yes.
because you already in the show too.
I was in the show too. I played as her best friend.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. but-
Why was I not invited?
That was a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, but you are invited today here because we have like a bigger, newer project to talk about here. So, and more on that later. But first of all, congratulations on this series actually because that's the main reason why you guys are here today, and we have a lot to talk about this
Thank you
series.
so much.
All right. Okay. So this is the first time that you guys are playing Sapphic. So for the word Sapphic, because most people might be more familiar with GL, right? But Sapphic is like actually the bigger, broader term. Is the umbrella term, which means what then?
Like you said, a bigger umbrella. It includes more genders like non-binary, transgender, and
Yeah.
many more.
Like bisexual or like lesbians.
Right.
If you identify yourself as a woman and you happen to love another woman, that's Sapphic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the first time you guys play Sapphic. So how excited are you guys?
Oh, I'm really excited because I have played male and female roles like ever for a decade, but
Yeah.
this time is the biggest change for me. I played a sapphic role, so I can't deny that I am excited and
Yeah.
a bit nervous and a bit of pressure. I feel a
Yeah.
bit. I did feel a bit of pressure.
Yeah.
Because play sapphic roles, and I wonder if people could like believe in my characters, like woman and woman.
But you did a really good job because we all saw from the pilot, right? Yeah, and we totally bought that. And
thank
it was
you.
great. It was a great pilot. And we can't wait to see more. Right? And were you excited and nervous?
Of course, I was really nervous and I'm really excited for this project. And especially playing with her, and she's like a professional in this career. Having me as a partner is a really big pleasure for me.
Yeah. And I understand when you guys say like pressure because it was a big challenge for any actors at all, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's go back to the first time you met on the set of Dong Jai Theo Prom, or did you know yourself even before that, or you knew each other on the set?
We kind of have an idea who
The other
each
person
other
was.
was,
Okay.
but we first actually we talked in first time on the set.
And yeah.
I see. Do you still remember the first time that you met each other? Like, what did you think about her, and what did you think about her? First impression.
I do.
What was it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what was it?
Do you want to share first?
It's a funny moment that because I back then I was like got the COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I just I just
You just recovered from
yeah,
COVID.
I just recovered from COVID, but my throat is also like sore.
Messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So first
Yeah.
time I saw Bam and I said hi, but my voice it's so funny. It was so funny. Yeah.
So it was not your like usual sweet voice. But okay. And when she said hi, what did you think about her voice or the way she said hi to you?
No, the first word was not actually hi. She said, "I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that my voice is like this. It's still not recovered from her sickness." And I was like, "Okay, and okay,
Okay.
and what am I supposed to do?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Okay, so there was a first impression, not the best one, but it got better, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay, but the first time that you really think that you actually know her as a person, what did you think of her?
I think that she's very down to earth. She's very humble because she is in this industry for like a decade, as we all know, and she plays like the main character, and she treats everybody equally. That's something I feel so thankful and I mean admire her for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sweet. And what did you think about her when you first met her?
When I first met her, I see that I saw that she's really beautiful and she's like soft and calm and strong as well. But when I got to know her like more, I saw that her heart is more delicate and more fragile than she seems. Yeah.
Okay. Was she right?
Are you
Was she right
trying to
about that
make me
part?
cry?
So obviously you guys got to know each other pretty well, and then cut to present day, where you have to play in this series together, which is something very challenging. So is it a good thing that you guys know each other pretty well before, then got into this kind of role, or because you guys know each other well, it made things awkward when you have to like play a very intimate characters?
I would say both.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's because when it's easier to like be comfortable to work together, and it's easier to trust, to believe, and to work together. But sometimes that familiarity is like brings us some awkwardness sometimes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but is it in a good way, especially in shy and intimate scene? I think it helps us to feel more real. Yeah. The awkwardness is good. Yeah.
Yeah. So is it the same way to you too?
I agree. I think that we're not that like close that it becomes like awkward or we laugh when it comes to like serious scenes. We're not that.
That awkward is
yeah.
like friend, like close friend, something like that. No.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
not that level yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
would say our relationship slowly developed throughout the shootings as well.
Okay. That's good. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I want to talk to you guys about languages because obviously we're talking in English right now, which is might not be something that you have to do every day, right? But these days, being bilingual is not even surprising or exciting anymore. Some might even speak like 4 or 3. I know you speak like 4 at least, right?
A little bit. I would not say
Yeah.
4 like fluently, but
So
I'm
Thai
still
English,
learning
and then
Spanish
Spanish
and Chinese.
And Chinese. Okay.
Chinese, we're still learning.
Okay. And for you, I think 3 at least too.
Yeah, 3 because
Yeah.
I Thai, English,
And-
and Isan. Yeah.
That's a very good one. Yeah. Okay. How did you learn each language?
For me, Thai and Isan is my native languages, so
Yeah.
I grew up speaking it like naturally. Yes.
And about English, you
English-
learned that in school.
Yeah,
right?
I learned in school, but I study in Thai school, so I try to like use it in my daily life.
Yeah. And was English your favorite class?
No,
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 okay.
not at all.
All right. Yeah.
My favorite class is art.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, so-
All right. Okay. But you're doing great. You said you did
Yes,
doing great.
thank
Yeah.
you.
You know, she's a quick learner. She
Yeah.
gets things really fast.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Oh, thank
cool.
you. Oh,
Right. and how about you? How did you learn Spanish and Chinese?
It's actually a requirement in my school and my college to study a third language. So I picked Spanish because it's kind of easier compared to Chinese.
Okay.
But then, looking like this, I can't deny that we need to also learn Chinese. So
Right.
I once a week go to my grandmother's house and make her teach me Chinese.
Oh, okay. Because she already speaks Chinese.
Yeah,
She's Chinese, right?
She's a Chinese teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very convenient, actually.
Yeah.
You just drop by your grandma's house
And then
start
ask-
talking to her.
Yes.
Wow, that's cool. And how about Spanish? So once you started learning Spanish, did you like it?
Yes,
Or-
I fell in love with the language, with the culture, with the food and everything. And then actually they only require 2 classes of Spanish, but I took like I think 10 or 11 classes
Wow,
throughout. So
okay.
it became like my minor.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like
Okay.
we take I took extra 8 classes of Spanish.
So you must
throughout
be pretty
college.
fluent in Spanish too.
Not really. I forgot a lot because
Okay.
I don't have Spanish friends. I've never been there to any Spanish speaking countries.
Right.
So-
And that's the thing, right? If you even go to 10 classes but you don't get to use in real world, you start to kind of lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But give us something. Give us something. Besides hello, my name is Bam.
Okay.
Okay.
Ella es mi amiga, mi pareja. So she's my partner. Ya he hablado español mucho. I forgot a lot. That's it. In Spanish, like I forgot a lot.
It sounds great, right?
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah, you sounds really good. Okay.
you.
สู้เขาด้วยภาษาอีสานกับ
เอาเลย teach me some.
สวัสดีค่ะ อุมิสยาค่ะ และนี่คือแบมสลาลีค่ะ เป็นพาร์ทเนอร์ของหนูเองค่ะ
Oh, it's all in the accent, right? Yeah. Oh, that's very, very nice. I like it. Okay, let's come back to English. How do you guys keep practicing English?
I think we're lucky that nowadays English is in our everyday lives. Like we open like YouTube channels, we watch your shows.
Ooh,
That's how we
thank you
practice.
so much.
Like and in the movies, like English is everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
and I try to like keep it in my daily life, like watching candy,
Ooh.
watching movie with no subtitles, something like that.
Yeah. I think that's the best thing. As long as we can include English in our life, in no matter what we do, I think we will not lose English too easily. I think, yeah. And since you guys get to use English because we talked before, and you told me about the interview that you had to do online with the Brazilian media.
Yeah.
So you get to speak English once in a while, and maybe even more because you have a lot of international fans too. So is there such a thing as like English, like media training for stars and idols, stuff like that? So to prepare you to use English to your fans.
For example, here, like we need to do some homework,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's a little bit like if with the fans, not really, but when we have to do interviews, we might ask for like questions prior, like maybe 1 to 2 days before, and then
And
we.
we prepare a script and try, and I try to watch the candy before here.
here.
Yeah, and before I'm coming here.
Okay, wow. I'm so glad. So it's all in the preparation and doing
Yeah.
homework, right? Yeah, keep using it. Wow, that's great. Okay, so let's play one word or more. So this
Wow.
could like help you practice even more
Oh,
too.
okay.
So we want to get to know you guys through your own words, all right? Okay, give me one word you would use to describe each other, but non-English and non-Thai word. So one Spanish or Chinese word
Okay.
for and one Isan word for Bam, please.
Okay.
I would say Aya is muy generosa, meaning like she's very generous.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in what sense? How generous is she?
Like she's like flower blooming. Like she's kind. Her slow pace like makes everything like feels like everybody feels ease around her.
Oh. Okay. So what is the word again in Spanish?
Generosa. Generoso.
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 Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Okay. So one Isan word for her.
I would say ตาฮักตาแพง
Tahak Tau Pang. Ooh, okay. We're all used to those words in Thai too.
It's an Isan phrase that means someone who lovable and endearing.
Oh.
And what is it in Thai?
น่ารักน่าทะนุถนอม
Oh, so nice.
Oh, thank
All
you.
Okay, how about one most introverted thing that you have done in the past? Because you guys have claimed to be an introvert like a long time ago before you got into this showbiz.
Right.
Right?
We're still introverted.
You are still an introvert? Okay. So what would be some introverted things that you have done?
For me it's just sitting in a cafe for like entire day
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so just by yourself?
just by myself
Okay.
and like chilling with having coffee reading a book and drawing.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah. So I am one too, an introvert, I mean. And actually we are very good at spending time by ourselves, right? Yeah. So I have no problem either. Like sitting in a cafe by myself and doing my own things all day. I can do that. And people might be like surprised. Like, how can you like stay by yourself, like not talking to anybody at all for a whole day? So it's so easy for us. Okay, so I really understand your vibe. Okay, so how about you? How introverted were you?
My most introverted thing is going to meditation camp with like non-verbal. We have to go silent for 12 days.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
But for you, 12 days?
Yeah, it's actually 10 and a half,
Okay.
but we need to like travel there as well.
Yeah. Still, there's a lot of like being non-verbal for 10 days.
10 days and
Yeah.
we no phones, no reading, just by ourselves. Yeah.
And did that drive you crazy or you were like, so easy?
The 10-day was like a blink.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And at that time, did you talk to yourself like, oh, hello, Bam?
Oh, were you allowed
Did
to
you
talk
do
to
it?
yourself?
Yeah, the first few days were like we hear the noise in our head, like เสียงในหัว เสียงในหัว
เสียงในหัว
It's very loud, and
Yeah.
and as they pass by, that voice was like lower.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it kind of dying
Faded
down
away.
gradually.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Wow. Do you want to do that? Like, do you think you can do that?
I think it's harder for me to do that thing. Yeah.
I'm convincing her to go.
But
Okay.
yeah, but I said no.
Yeah.
It's not this time. It's not this time. It's okay.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah,
Ask
I'm
me
not
again in a
ready.
year.
She said no to everything. I invited her
No.
to Disney cruise. It was like 3 days, and she
Yeah,
said no.
I don't want to like just staying in a boat.
It's not a boat. It's a cruise.
Yeah, it's a cruise for 3 days and.
So a boat is like,
No, it's a,
jump with that.
it's a 20-story cruise. No, but
Oh, are you afraid of like water? Do you have problem like being in the middle of the ocean or something?
Actually, I couldn't swim, but
Oh, okay.
I'm not scared like for in
I
the
see.
water.
Okay.
In the water is okay, but
Right.
I don't want to stay just in the cruise for 3 days. Yeah.
fine. Right.
My preference is just like sitting in cafe, chilling with my coffee, but not in a cruise.
You know, there's a lot of
Sorry.
cafes and coffee shops in the cruise.
Well, you know what?
bad.
Another thing that introverts are so good at is saying no to new things. Because I'm that way too. It doesn't mean that I don't want any new things in my life, but it kind of is a very slow burn for an introvert to like open up
No,
to
thank
like
you,
new
ค่ะพี่
ideas.
พิก
I kind of understand you, but she's like an introvert who has already adapted a little to like
Yeah.
a more extroverted world. I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, keep trying to invite her. Maybe she'll say yes one
I'm
day to a
trying.
cruise ship. Yeah, but I heard good things about like Disney cruise, right? Because it was like amazing, especially if you're a Disney fan.
Yes.
Yeah. ฟินสุดๆ ถ้าเกิดเป็นแฟนดิสนีย์นะ โอเค
I'm not the biggest one of Disney. Okay, I'm a fan of Disney, but not the biggest one. Like for like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
It's okay. We still have time. I'm not gonna give up on her.
Yeah. Keep trying. Okay. Okay. How about one thing you can brag about your high school?
Oh.
Okay. Just go back in time to your like school days.
Okay.
Like talking about your school, what do you want to brag about it?
My school, I studied in Ekamai International School. So one thing I can brag about is that it's in the Porsche area of Bangkok.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
near. They have like good restaurants and good clubs and everything nearby.
Yeah, you're very close to like Thonglo, where like all the cool places
Yeah.
are
Right.
at. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Location, right?
Yeah. Location.
Good. Okay. What
my
about you?
school.
Yeah.
My school was all girls school, and it is the biggest girls school in Udon Thani.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're number one.
Yeah.
One name that you're considering maybe giving to your fandom.
Okay.
Have you had that talk?
We actually have already have.
Oh, really?
a fandom.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you landed on something.
Yeah, it's called Blossom.
Ooh,
Yeah,
so this is the reason that you mentioned. Awesome. Very nice. So why? What was the reason?
There are several reasons, but main ones were like because our series is going to be aired in April, which is when cherry blossom blooms
Spring.
in spring,
Ah.
and I mean blossom have lots of good meaning. Like it's where we grow up together with our fans and with us. Yeah, and it's like a new beginning where whenever we look back to the name Blossom, it would remind us of this series. Whenever we might have the next project, but it will
Yeah.
come back to this one that it's the beginning of us.
This is where it all started.
Yeah. But we also have a nickname for them
Okay.
as well. Yeah.
Which is, you don't look too happy about this.
Yeah, but I
She
really
likes it
love-
so much.
Okay, can I guess? Is it a frog thing?
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought the name was gonna be Op actually.
Yeah.
I thought
That's
it was.
our nickname.
Okay,
fandom. Yeah.
so you still wanted to keep it.
Yeah. It's kind of adorable. Yeah.
Because it came from like O and B, right?
Yeah. O for and B for Bam, and it's turned into op.
Yeah, with like the
Cute.
emoji and everything. So cute. But obviously she hated it.
No, I mean I didn't hate it, but it's like the two sides, coins of two sides, and our boss fandom they have two sides too. Like
Okay.
yeah,
So blooming.
blooming and
Op.
Okay. It could be Bobo.
Bobo, like dog's name.
Okay. Probably not a good idea.
Bobo is cute too.
Yeah. So yeah, that's I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
So give us one thing that you would do if you weren't actresses. Did you think about that alternative life, like
Yeah.
the
Sure.
multiverse of your life?
If I would be the children's illustrator because I study with the decorative arts. Then drawing is one of the part that I love.
You love drawing.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
drawing. I enjoy drawing like animals and cute things, but not people. But yeah, I love drawing like doll animals and something cute.
And
Oh,
flowers
okay.
too.
Flowers too.
Wow,
Yeah.
so nice. So have you ever seen her drawings before?
I saw her picture, the one you draw like flowers, but I can't remember which flower it was.
Yeah, if I have time, I always like drawing. Drawing is my hobby. Like since I was young, like 5 years old, and it's the most favorite thing that I could do. Yeah. So I decided to study at the university in like decorative arts.
Yeah. So maybe like an illustrator for children's book.
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds nice. You can still do that, like on the side if you.
Yeah,
If
but
you want,
it
right?
takes time.
I
So
know. Yeah. Okay.
so just doing this job, also I couldn't do anything.
Okay. She works so hard, guys. Yeah. Okay. All right. And how about you?
If I'm not an actress, I would maybe still continue my investment job, like being an analyst, equity analyst, or maybe like business consultant. Because that's actually my dream, to work in like a consultant firm, to learn where business grows, how business grow, how they merge, how like big companies make decisions. Yeah.
So you got a degree in what again?
In finance.
In finance.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually my family. They have like their family business, and then my mom just like get out of the gongxi and she started her own, and I got inspired by that. Like
Yeah.
I want to do my own business too. I want to start it, and I created like a company about beauty products called Bida Beauty, selling
okay.
like skincare and supplements about skin.
Okay. So you're already doing it.
Yeah, this is the 5th year already.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I feel like every day when I can bring this product to like people, I can introduce them, and then they feel better, they feel thankful. It gives me even more inspiration to do like create maybe in the future bigger projects, like bigger company, and create something that is maybe social enterprise or maybe can help people. Yeah, that's
okay.
actually my life goal.
That's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
You must be very good with like numbers and math. No, what? No.
I mean, there are so many people that are better than me. I'm just like an average.
Okay. But you
Yeah.
enjoy maths,
I-
obviously, or numbers.
I enjoy numbers. I enjoy looking at my bank account. Does that count?
Well, don't we all? I think I also enjoy looking at my bank accounts sometimes, not all the time. At the beginning of the month, maybe it looks better, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, but how did you guys actually start in the show business? So for her, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You want to go first? Like, how did you get your start?
Sure. The modeling saw me at the school, and they just give me the name card, and I went to home and asking my mom, and my mom just like encouraged me to do this job.
Oh, cool
to
mom.
try.
Yeah. So she supported you.
Yeah, she
Like,
supported me in
wow.
like everything.
Yeah, because he's thinking, my daughter is lazy anyway, so maybe just send her into showbiz because she's lazy at school. Maybe she's doing better.
No, I just went to school late, but I'm not lazy to like study.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to assume wrongly. Okay. So yeah. So you got support from your family, and then you started from modeling.
Yeah.
And then from modeling, how did you get into acting?
At that time, I cast the ละคร in the Channel 3. So I got the first character from Channel 3.
Wow.
That
Oh, wow. Okay.
and then I boom.
A star is born.
Umizai is born.
Ooh, so cool. So how about you? How did you get your foot in the industry?
For me, it was like 4 years ago. Somebody called me just randomly, and he was my manager. And he was like, okay. He introduced himself, and then he asked me to come to do the casting for the Terraform project.
How did he know you?
I
That he
asked-
saw you
I-
from like your
he
the
said-
Instagram or what?
Yeah, probably like some social media and my like college like pictures and yeah.
Yeah.
and he called. just
And at
like
the
that.
time, is being an actress your dream at all?
No.
No?
I didn't have any idea working in an entertainment industry. Like I was
Okay.
working as a equity analyst, and it was lucky because back then it was during the COVID where we all work from home, so we have more free time. So I have like a half day off that I can do the casting. So I went. I was just like,
Okay.
okay, why not? Let's see, let's try, let's see
Yeah.
what this industry is all about.
I see. So how did it go? Like your first casting ever?
I was really nervous. I don't know anything about acting, and then when I went there, they already have the partner that I was going to play with, Junior Gatbandit. He was there, and the directors asked me to like just sit together, just talk randomly, and watch some series to be sure. And then once I get comfortable, they asked me to do the script, to do the casting,
Ah, okay.
and I just
see.
got the role. Just
Okay,
like
you
that.
got the part too.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but at which point that you kind of thought to yourself, oh, maybe this is the thing for me, and I think I'm heading into the right direction. Do you still remember that moment?
Actually, I got that moment like many times for a decade, but this time is the significant for me. This time to play the sapphic role, yes, because it's like it's a part of go out of comfort zone for me and go through a lot like my limitation. So yeah, this time I really excited, and it's a good sign of excited. Yeah, so I think it's the moment that I waiting for.
Yeah. So you enjoy challenge, right?
Yeah.
Doing something out of your character
Yeah,
or
out of
out
my-
of your
yeah.
comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can tell that you're very excited for this. Yeah. And do you have any moment like that? That okay, this is me now. And maybe I'm not going back to the financial world.
So it was not like the big moment, like Eureka moment, but it's like a small step where I get excited every time I got proposed to a new project. Like, for example, like Doom Title Home got me excited because it was my first time doing it, and I fell in love with acting. And then this project comes, I feel that it's a new world for me. I wanted to do it. I feel the butterflies in my stomach. So it's kind of like a little yes, and it just goes on like that.
Yeah, I love butterflies. In that sense that you just mentioned, it kind of maybe you cannot describe it, but you feel it,
Yes.
right?
You
Yeah,
feel it.
yeah. And if you're being honest with yourself, you can tell right away that this is the right thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about the series then. So first of all, why is it called Fulfill the series? รักเติมเต็ม right?
รักเติม
So
เต็ม
is there any meaning, like special meaning behind the name or the title?
It's actually a feel good series, romantic comedy, a little bit of drama,
A little bit, just a little bit.
A little bit.
hopefully.
Okay.
And it's about a married couple. So married couple like they give love to each other. So I think it's like the name of our series. Like they fulfill everything to each other lives. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's pretty like unusual a little bit because most of the romance or the drama, they put like the wedding at the very end, like happily ever after, right? But now you guys like put it in the very beginning, and then let's watch what's gonna happen to these happy couple, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's very, very compelling to watch, because of course we know there must be something going on, which is wrong, because otherwise it wouldn't worth watching from the beginning too. So yeah, the problems tend to happen and surface themselves. So tell us about your characters.
Pa Fan. Okay, I played as Pa Fan. She's an interior designer, and the story starts when we are about 28 years old together. We're in the same age. We got married, and then we just live our lives in the home that we created, like we built. Pa Fan is actually a little bit of perfectionist because of her job, like being an interior designer. Everything needs to be เนียบ เป๊ะ
Mm.
So she was kind of perfectionist, and she sometimes used that in her everyday life with her partner. Now
And how about
comes
your
I-
character?
And Iun is a civil engineer. So she loved to she loved working, and sometimes she's forgot to ใส่ใจพาฝัน sometimes ใส่ใจคนรอบข้างค่ะ So yeah, Iun is
She's a workaholic. So
Right.
That's it.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So in this story, I want to know if you guys the characters have been together for how long until they decided to get married.
About I would say about 8 years.
Wow. Okay, that's such a long time,
Oh,
right?
yeah, because they were together. They know each other like in their freshman year, and they were a couple like 2 years later. So they were like about 20, and then they married in 28.
Oh, okay, so 6-8 years, so
Yeah.
pretty long time.
Yeah.
But this kind of problem never have been a problem when you guys were just a couple. But
Right.
then when you get married, that means you get to share space. You have to live as like spouses now.
Yeah.
So that what creates problems, right?
Yeah. Right.
So that kind of shows that just being in a relationship and being in a marriage is two
Different
totally different
things.
stuff. Yeah. Okay. So what would be the major conflict of this series? Because we've actually at least seen one from the pilot, which is the Kuy Tiao thing, right? Yeah. Like that. Tell us more. Tell us a little bit about the Kuy Tiao thing, in case maybe someone hasn't cast the pilot yet.
It's a viral scene.
ไหนอ่ะ
Yeah, about like two characters, Ion and Pafan, fighting over Gui Tiao because Ion
Iun forgot to
Buy-
buy
Gui Tiao.
the ก๋วยเตี๋ยว Yeah.
Yeah. Which is such a small, tiny issue, right? From the outsider's point of view.
Yeah.
Like you guys fight over what? ก๋วยเตี๋ยวเหรอ Right? Yeah.
But it's actually people actually break up over small problems. Because it piles up over time. Like it's not just gui tiao, it's not just noodles, it's something else along the way.
Right.
And then gui tiao was just like the breaking point where
Yeah.
Pafan is no longer able to calm herself down. So she bursted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went crazy over like okay, her forgetting your ก๋วยเตี๋ยว right? So that's one conflict that we've seen. And actually we've got kind of like the plot left us like the pilot left us hanging a little at the end when you said you want a child.
Yes.
So that could be like the next conflict that you guys have to face together too, right?
Maybe or maybe not.
Oh, okay. So, but from the look on her face at the very end, you're not on board with the idea of having a child at all either, right?
Really?
Help me please
ฝันอยากมีลูก
Okay.
Actually Iun and Pafan never talked about children before so it's normal that Iun like get shocked and surprised that
Right.
Pafan told her that she wants some
Yeah.
children. Yeah.
In a very, very happy and joyful way too.
Yeah.
Like, I want a kid.
Yeah.
So you kind of assume that she has to agree with you on this idea.
Pafan assumes that whatever I mean after many conflicts we kind of promised that we're gonna talk out throughout everything. So she assumes that it's not a big problem. Whatever comes, we will just talk it out.
Yeah.
So this
okay.
is just a new
New project.
New project.
That's Pafan want to
Yeah.
do.
Let's do this together.
why not?
Right. Okay. What do you guys and your characters have like in common? Do you think you resonate or have much in common or similar to Pafan in real life?
Kind of a little bit.
Yeah?
Like due to her job, she's an interior designer, and I kind of relate her being an interior and being me working in financial firm that we kind of need to have that ความ neatness ความเป๊ะอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ because we can't make mistake. It's not
Everything
mistake.
has to
It's
be
not
in the right
acceptable.
angle.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I kind of get her why she needs to be so near, so about perfectionist in everything.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And then what would be something that is so opposite of who you are that you can see in Pafan?
How fun is like okay, she plans to have a family, she wants a child, and she was like so in like her lavender garden and sometimes real life is not like that. Like I don't have a lavender garden in my life, so it's kind of different. Yeah.
Like you're more grounded, you're more like realistic.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe. Yeah, but
Maybe.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. How about your character and you?
My character, me and Iun is we dedicate to our work. Like yeah, so I think related me this part.
Okay.
But the difference is ไออุ่นละเลยคนรอบตัวมากกว่า
I see. So you like care for those around you more.
Yeah, my family, my friends.
She's nodding, so she agrees.
I agree.
Yeah. That's a good thing. Yeah, because it's not just you in your own world. Even though you can spend the whole day in the cafe, but eventually you have to get out of the cafe and go see your friends at some points too, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is good. I think we are going to see a fun story. I think. Yeah, a fun story from you guys.
Hope so.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
fun,
It's gonna
it's
be
fun.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It's gonna be fun, and we hope people are gonna relate themselves to one of the characters as well.
Yeah.
Like
And most of it is about like marriage, life of a married
Married
people, right? So, is being in this show change your opinion at all about marriage?
I mean, like we already have some ideas that being a couple and being like a married couple and like just being together is different, and this is probably something that every couple needs to face. So, yeah, we're just lucky that we get to play this role and to go through the phases that we're not there yet. Yeah, so it's kind of like it didn't change the mindset or anything we got from that, but it's kind of like we get to like preview
Yeah,
the marriage
review.
life.
Right. Okay, and well, after all, it's all about love, right? So I want to ask you guys, what kind of love language that you see in each other? Like, what kind of love language is she always like displays?
In Piom or in Ions?
In
In Piom.
Yeah.
We just do
We just
the
do
love
the
language like few
things.
days ago, and then I already know like all of her love
Oh,
languages.
okay. All right. So is she like how does she express her love mostly? Like through like verb? Is it verbal? Is it like physical touch, or is it like gift giving, or what?
For her, it's more like a quality time. Yeah, she loves spending time together and doing things together. Not saying so much, but at least like being there for each other.
That's the best kind of love language, isn't it? Yeah. So how about her?
And
What is her
the
love
quality
language?
time is the love language of Bam
Like-
as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Number
It's
one.
the number one. Yeah. And number two is
Act of
Act of
service. Yeah, mine was act of service.
Okay.
What's your second one?
my second one is I forgot it.
Is it word of affirmation? Word of
Word of affirmation.
Yeah, word of
Yeah.
affirmation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that is nice. Okay, so do you have anything at all to say to your fans who are watching right now, which I think is more than just Thai fans, it's like international fans as well. So you can just look right into the camera and tell them what you need to tell them.
Okay, I would like to say like thank you so much for all of your support. It means so much for us, and we see it. Like we feel so thankful and feel very lucky to have you guys. If we have a chance, we would love to visit your countries and maybe have like a small like events together or whatsoever that we can spend time together. That would make us fulfill. So.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And if you have chance, I want to spend time with you guys like in some day. So hope you love our series and supporting us like as long as you can, and we would give love to you as well.
Well, I bet they will. They will love your series. They will love your work. Okay. So thank you so much for coming. And before we say goodbye, isn't it feel short? Like, oh, time just flies, right?
Yeah.
And before you know it, it's over already. Yeah. I wish we had more time, but maybe
I
next
wish.
time. Right? Okay. So, new project, new series. You can always come back. You're
Thank you
always
so
welcome.
much. Thank you so much for having us.
You're welcome. So, one word. That is your comedy. Your most favorite word in any language at all.
Okay, I can start. I actually have a motto like for
Okay.
me for myself like as a person. I mean, it's ใครเจอเราคนนั้นโชคดี It's not actually one word. It's like a motto.
Okay. No
Yeah.
problem. It could be a phrase. Could be a sentence.
ใครเจอเราคนนั้นโชคดี It's actually something I got it from my senior's company. He's very good. Like his company helps so much people, and that's the motto of his company. So I went to his company visiting, and then I was like, I really loved this motto. Can I use it as my personal like motto? And he was like, okay, sure, why not? So since then, it was like 3-4 years ago, I started using that, and I make sure like people around me have what they need. I can support them as much as I can, as long as it doesn't like deteriorate myself. I'm willing to support like people around me.
Yeah.
And I hope they see it.
Yeah, and that's true too because I really feel lucky that I get to meet you today. Yeah,
the
it works
pleasure
already.
is ours.
Yeah. Okay. And how about you? One word for us, please.
One word. I think about my mom phrases that talked to me. She said to me when I was young. แม่จะบอกเสมอว่าแบบทำไปเถอะมันไม่ตายหรอก Because when I was young, I was a shy person, and I could do anything, even like order some food. Yeah, so แม่จะบอกว่าทำไปเถอะไม่ตายหรอก
Wow, that's a very strong teaching from mom. I like it. ทำไปเถอะไม่ตัด And did you agree? Did you find that to be true?
Yeah, it's always like ทำให้รู้สึกว่า I could get out of my comfort zone in everything when I
so that's
think about that
why.
phrase of my mom.
Disney Cruise?
No.
No.
No,
Yeah,
thank you.
I agree with her. Disney Cruise ไม่ตายหรอก
ไม่ตายแต่ไม่ชอบ
ไม่ตาย Keep trying. I'll check back on the progress.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Thank you so much. ทั้งคุณแม่ขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะขอบคุณมากเลยค่ะ